Welcome to the Ranger Chamber, and this is the Chamber of Vlogs.
Hello Ranger Nation, welcome back to the Ranger Chamber YouTube channel, your Ultimate Power Rangers YouTube channel, and we're back in the Chamber of Vlogs. And we got a very awesome topic for you guys and girls and Ranger fans in this video. So before we get started, we'll do some introductions. So as always, hi there, I'm Joe from the Ranger Chamber team, and I'm really happy to be here to do this vlog for you awesome people today. And I'm joined by my two awesome co-hosts, obviously my boyfriend Gary and our good friend Peter. Say hello everybody.
Hello Ranger Nation.
Greetings.
Isn't there something you usually say at this time, Peter? Greetings. Who watches our videos usually?
You want me to do the thing?
Yes, I want you to do the thing.
You want me to do, for you, Joe, I'll do the thing.
He's so handsome.
Why, thank you.
Welcome, Ranger Nation, to the vlog of this week, presented to you by the Chamber of Vlogs. Facebookers, YouTubers, Twitterers, Instagrammers, social media people. Thank you. Welcome. Joe, what have we got today?
Okay, well, in this vlog, we're going to be talking about Power Rangers Dino Fury toys. Now, so Power Ranger Dino Fury is the 28th season of Power Rangers that finally aired on America last week on Saturday. And it was fantastic. And the first episode had about 343,000 viewers, I believe. I think that's
we know of.
Something like that. It was something like that, of that number. But basically, in this video, we're going to be talking about the Power Ranger Dino Fury toys. Now, at this current point in time in America, we've only had 3 Power Ranger Dino Fury toys and a 4th being announced. So far, let's first talk about the Power Ranger Dino Fury toys we have got so far, and then we'll go on to talk about what are we hoping to see. So let's start. So let's make a start. So, Gary, why don't you start us off? What was the first Power Ranger Dino Fury toy that was released in America late last year?
I do believe it was the Morpher, my good dear.
Yep, it was the Dino Fury Morpher. And of course, as you know, we've reviewed this previously on our Ranger Chamber YouTube channel.
And you can now order it on Amazon for $21.99.
If you're in the UK, but get them while they're still in stock, UK fans. And of course, it will be coming out at Smith's and Entertainer. Now, don't hold this against us, but we have reason to believe that Power Ranger Dino Fury toys could potentially come out in the UK in April. So, obviously, that's just an early date we've got so far. So, stay tuned as we find out more on that. But here is the Morpher with really awesome sound. And obviously, it has its generic Dino Fury key, but obviously you guys know that in Rear Soldier the keys were like this, like a dinosaur head. Oops, spoiler. And you press the button and it flips. That's kind of like, it kind of is annoying because I would have liked to have had that feature, but then again, when you got the difference between this Morpher key, where it's all nice and shiny and it's got more details on it, this one, it's got okay paintwork, but it's not the most detailed one. But I think it would be nice if they could have interpreted both. But there you go. So
you might get a special box of the 6 main keys
that can flip. Now I hope that would be nice. So I'm just going to fire up the Morpher again, because after a while it turns itself up. So you just have to press the button to turn it back on. Then put the key in. So that's ready to roll. And start the turning process. And then morphing time. I'm hoping it's episode 2. Oh yeah, more sounds now. So dinosaur roars and chomps.
Ooh,
If you get the kits that come with the
shivers.
Megazords,
That is giving me
then they
shivers.
make the special power-up sounds, don't they?
Yeah, turn that off. That's really cool. I love this. I mean, I love the Dino Fury Morpher. It's really awesome, and it's definitely one of my favorites in the collection. Okay, I guess I'll kick us off with the next set of Power Ranger toys we had in America, and that was the basic Dino Fury figures. Now, we don't have them yet because we've been trying very hard to get a hold of all 4 figures so we can review them for you guys on our YouTube channel. But please stay tuned and remember to hit subscribe so you'll stay in contact with us. So then when we do get the figures, they'll be listed on the website. The YouTube video will be on our channel, and then obviously we'll share it on our social media as well. But the Dino Fury basic action figure line. So, you know, it's like your generic action figure line, kind of like these ones. And Gary, I believe you have a Beast Morpher figure at your end. You could show everyone quickly.
I do. It's in my special Power Rangers box that I created.
Okay. So this one is...
You only have a box?
So this is your generic Power Ranger, a 6-inch, basic 6-inch figure. So this is like in red from the Beast Morphers special episode 3 figure pack we previously reviewed. Awesome. So this is a really awesome figure. And then we have the Gary, what are these 2 figures you see up there?
These are the 2nd season of Beast Morphers toys. These are the Beast X Rangers, all powered up.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, obviously, guys, you want to see what the basic Dino Fury figures look like. Well, we don't have them on hand, as we said. So here's a picture of them down below. So there's some pictures in the video you can see. So we have Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, Pink Ranger, and Villain Boom Tower. Awesome stuff. So it's really cool.
Void Knight, give us Void Knight.
I think the one thing that's interesting about these figures is they don't have their ChromaFury Sabers, which is the name of these long blades weapon, the swords they basically use in the show. And it's really interesting that they didn't really give them that saber, which I find really weird. But as far as figures go, they do look really good. And I do like that they got individual, like the Rangers have got like figure exclusive. Well, I hope they won't be figure exclusive, but weapons that are for the figures. So we got the Red Ranger seems to have a Tyranno Saber. Blue Ranger has the Tricera daggers, I'm going to call them. And then the Pink Ranger has an Ankylo Wrecking Ball. Well, what would you call it, Peter? It's like a wrecking ball on a shield. It's like a wrecking ball on a stick thing. I don't know what to call it.
Was there a chain between the ball and the stick?
No, there wasn't. It was like a way of, I don't know, actually. I think it looked like some sort of chain, or maybe it was a morning star. Maybe it was like a morning star because it's like a weapon that's like the Ankylo tail. So maybe it was a morning star, which is like a spike. A morning star is a weapon that it's a stick with a spiky ball on the end of it to fight the enemies with. So very dangerous.
If there's a chain in between the ball and the stick, I believe that's called a mace.
Yeah, that's a mace.
Might be wrong.
So it could be a mace, it could be a morning star, who knows? But yeah, but obviously Boom Tower obviously is our first villain figure, and we got 3 action figures. It's interesting how Hasbro's changed it over from Beast Morphers, because with Beast Morphers you had 3 Rangers and 2 bad guys, but in this wave we've got 3 Rangers and a bad guy. So it'd be interesting to see where this goes after that. So obviously I would imagine, well, what do you think the next wave of figures will be? Because I have a feeling Green Black Ranger definitely going to be included. So, but who will the other 2 figures be?
I think
Void Knight.
And probably a henchman. I think a henchman would be really good because it'd be good to have a foot soldier. Void Knight purely because it's already appeared in the series, and then we probably will have the got Green and Black Ranger in the next wave, because obviously Green Ranger is a female figure, so 1 female figure, then 3 villain figures, and then I would imagine the 3rd wave will probably be Gold Ranger, and then maybe they'll start getting new figures with the armor power-ups. But yeah, and I think that brings us to our next set of figures. And Peter, I believe you can tell the Ranger Nation what is our next set of figures.
The next set of figures, I believe, Joseph, that was the Battle Attackers, the 2 packs.
Yes, and
You have and I don't.
We have those here. Now, obviously, we reviewed these as well on our YouTube channel, which you can go check out. In the description below, you can check out our Dino Fury playlist. So any Power Ranger Dino Fury videos and reviews we do, they'll go in that playlist. So there's these ones. So this is really, really awesome. I love these. So the Battle Attacker figures are like a set of 2 figures where you get a Ranger with his armor power up. So the Red Ranger has the white sort of I think in Real Soldier it was the strength armor one, so it was like strength or power. So I guess this could be maybe power armor or something. And then what these figures do, I mean, again, it's like this figure comes with its ChromaFury Saber, so that's really cool. I mean, okay, there's lack of paintwork, but that doesn't matter. It's still a really cool figure, and it looks really cool.
That'll
And what I
probably
love
be the
about these
exact
figures,
saber we get in the Lightning collection.
yeah, I would.
Touch more paint.
I don't know because it's like I don't know. But
Is
yeah,
that 6 inches?
Actually,
Crack out your Red Ranger.
I
7.
It's 7, so it's a 7-inch figure. That's pretty cool though. And then the bad guy, so the bad guy figures will go quite well with the 6-inch figures because obviously the bad guys tend to be. Hold on.
Well, the bad guys we're getting in the Lightning collection, I'd be happy to make that kind of acceptance for the.
Yeah. So
You know what I mean.
So yeah, the idea of these, you get a figure and then you've got a good guy and a bad guy, and then you press down on here on this little lever, and then it kicks the bad guy. Hi,
No.
and the leg of bed. But obviously you can check out the review for these, and I'll quickly show you the Blue Ranger and Shockhorn. Now this guy's already, well, actually both of these monsters have already made appearances in the first episode of Dino Fury, so that's pretty cool. The Shockhorn appeared right towards the end of the episode, where he hatched out of his Sporix egg thing. What would you call it? Just an egg?
I was calling it a squidgy egg.
I do believe they're going with egg, but I can't remember where I read that, so that might be wrong. But egg wouldn't be too terrible.
Yeah, Sporix egg. We'll call it that. So yeah, those are pretty cool figures to be fair, and I really love these. He's blue. Now he has his dino like elastic armor, you know, the stretchy one. So that's really cool. Pink Ranger, I know, will have the one with the chain, the ball and chain one. So that I think that's to do with weight. I think they call gravity. That's it. They called it the Pink Ranger's power is gravity according to Hasbro. So there you go. So now we've pretty much covered the toys we do have. Let's talk a little bit about the toys we hope to see. Well, there is a toy that was announced for our 4th toy that's been announced, but we obviously seen pictures of it, and that was, well, Peter, this is your expertise. What is our 4th toy? Because I believe this was yeah.
Be one of these guys.
Well, obviously not in that scale, but yes, Zords and Megazords. So what we can tell you is the Zords are they've been finally painted, and you can see pictures from the Hasbro Pulse FanFest Friday from Valentine's weekend. So that was from a few weeks ago, actually. That was from the 12th of February. So that's really cool. So you got some pictures you can see on screen. So the new part of the Zords it's called the Zord Link system. So I don't think it's going to be Zord Builder, but I think it's like they're calling it Zord Link. So then all the Dino Fury Zords all combine. So if they all are Zord Link Zords, they all can combine to make really awesome Megazord combinations. But when you combine 5 Zords, they can form the Dino Fury Megazord. So we have got the T-Rex Champion Zord, which is the Red Ranger Zord, the Tricera Blade Zord, the Blue Ranger Zord, the Ankylo Hammer Zord, which is Pink Ranger Zord, the Tiger Claw Zord, which is the Green Ranger Zord, and my personal favorite. And of course, the 5th one is the Stego Spike Zord, which is Black Ranger Zord. And look, I got my Dino Fury t-shirt on, and all the Dino Fury Rangers are all on my t-shirt. So I love these guys. They're so awesome. So yeah, that's really cool. And I'm actually looking forward to the Zords. And what we can also tell you is when the Zords come out, the Red Ranger Zord will be packaged on its own. as a single Zord pack. So pretty much like the Hasbro Dino Megazord, you have the T-Rex, the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord with the Power Sword. In another pack, you'll get the Ankylozord and the Tiger Claw Zord in another pack. And then in the other one, it's the Stego Spike Zord and the Stego Blade Zord and the Tricera Blade Zord and the Stego Spike Zord. My apologies. But I think it is a little weird that they've packaged the two girl Zords together and the two boy Zords together. I think what I would have done is I would have done a girl Zord with a boy Zord and then a girl Zord with a boy Zord. So then they would have to buy it in order to get the Zord they need, I guess. So like I would have put green and blue together and then black and pink together. But this is Hasbro's decision on how they're gonna package and distribute them. So that's okay. Well, then again, you never know. They probably might release a big box pack with Amazon, like an Amazon exclusive, kind of like the Beast Morpher Zords, where they had all the the Beast X Ultra Zord set, where you had all 5 Zords in one box. They probably will do that as well, and just package it as the Dino Fury Megazord.
That seems to be their pattern, isn't it?
Sell them individually and then do it as one,
2 little ones, complete thing, repeat.
Pretty much. Okay, so Gary, I believe you have a toy to show everyone. It's not a toy that's a Dino Fury toy, but it's something we hope to see in the future.
One foot in the past.
Gary, just show the toy. Show the toy. Don't break out into song, please.
One
the
foot
retention.
in the
Okay,
future.
Gary, what is the toy? What is the toy?
It is the Mosa. I forgot the name of it. The Mosa Morpher.
So basically,
Mosa Fury, Mosa Razor.
Mosa Razor Changer. So the Mosa Fury, basically the Mosa Razor Morpher, but the Japanese one. Well, basically that's what we're going to call it, because during the live stream with Hasbro, they did announce the name of the GoldKingRanger Zord, which is Gary, what's the name of the Zord?
It's the Mosa Razor Zord.
Yeah, that's right. And obviously what Gary has is the Japanese Morpher, which has the key. And it will have and then you have the Morpher with it as well. But the question is, I think the question that's on everyone's mind is this Morpher going to be a proper Morpher with lights and sounds and reads the keys? Or is it going to be a Nerf weapon like the Striker Morpher with Beast Morphers? Because obviously we haven't had any Nerf weapons announced for Dino Fury, which is a bit annoying because I loved the Nerf Power Ranger weapons and Beast Morphers, like the Cheetah Beast Blaster, the Striker Morpher, and the Beast X King Mega Bow, which we've all reviewed, and they are amazing, and I love them. And then we also have, the Mosa Razor Blade, or Mosa Razor Blade, Razor Saber.
The Gillette Mosa Razor Blade.
And then Gary has combined them together, as you can see, and it looks really cool. So, yeah, I think it's fair to say we hope the deluxe Morpher weapons for those, and not as they probably might do the GoldKingRanger weapon as a Nerf weapon, but there you go. But question is, would they package those two weapons together, or would they do it as individual? That's the question.
All questions, and Gary's enjoying himself by the looks of things.
Now, I've actually got this. Now, this is the Ryosoken. Now, the Ryosoken is the Japanese Ryosoldier sword, but in Power Rangers Dino Fury, it is the ChromaFury Saber. Now, you would think that this would probably be the right size if it was the Dino Dagger, which is the new weapon for Power Rangers Dino Fury. So they probably could do a Dino Fury Dagger like a that would be the right size, but the blade is obviously a lot more
chunky
on it. It's just one big blade, and yeah. So literally, Red Ranger in the episode went Dino Dagger, press the button, and then it it shrunk and became a smaller bladed weapon, which I think is really cool. So you can imagine if they were doing a sword fight, and they needed to switch, they could go Dino Dagger and then press the button and it shrinks and the monster's like, ugh. That'd be so cool. So, yes, thank you. Now, obviously, the Ryosoken, this is the Japanese one, but just like in the show, I mean, this is the not Japanese key. This is the Dino Fury key. So I'd imagine what they do is you get the Dino Fury key from your toy. You put the key in there. You close the mouth, and then it would read the key, and then you would activate all sorts of sounds and everything depending what key was in it, kind of like the Morpher. But obviously, what you want to do is you want to sit with an actual Japanese key. So there's the Japanese key. Flip. I'm going to put that in. So you put the key in like that. You then close the mouth, and then it will read the key. And it lights up as well. So yeah. So then you press the button. So it was reading my green key and was doing like an energy slash attack. So I think, shut that up. But obviously, when you do these sorts of keys, these are the sort of power up keys, and this is the Green Ranger's speed key. So we put that in. Obviously, as you know, the power up keys will have their own individual sounds as well, depending on what the power is. So speed, I would imagine, would have lots of pew, pew, speedy sounds.
Well, it sounded like a strangle cat.
And then the sounds it was making was it was putting on the armor. So all these armor power-ups. It would read the swords, the keys, the sounds of the keys to activate all these different armor power-ups. So like the strength and elastic power, gravity power, speed power, and all that sort of stuff. But obviously, if you want to learn more about the Dino Fury's armor powers, you have to check out our vlog about Power Rangers Dino Fury, what we know so far. And then when you check that out, you'll be able to see all the incredible armors and power-ups they will get what we know they'll be getting in the series at this point in time. But of course, we probably will do a follow-up about that. But what I hope for the ChromaFury Saber is, like with the Beast X Saber, they did a 31-inch sword, and I think that sword was a really fantastic size. And I really hope they will keep doing that kind of size blade weapon. I think that would be really cool. And then also have it so you can put the keys into the sword and then do the chomp. So like when you open and close the mouth, it does biting chomping action. That'd be cool. And then the blade will light up, and then when you press the trigger down here, the button trigger down here, it activate the general sword swipe itself, pretty much like what the Beast X Saber did. And then and I think that's basically about it for the ChromaFury Saber. And I would imagine they would include like a special. I think the key would have to come with. I would imagine it would have to come with a key to show what the sword can do. But what kind of key do you think would come with it? Do you think?
I reckon it'd come with one that looks very similar to the one that came with the Morpher.
Probably
like some sort of dino head.
Yeah, Dino Key or something.
And
I
then
think if they
ones
do,
that look like the Rangers to the figure releases or the Megazords.
well, I know in Japan when they did this one, they also released the Gaisoken, which is Void Knight's Japanese counterpart. I know they did a sword. They released the sword for that, but it was the small size though. It wasn't like the memorial sword which they released, which was this one but longer. So I'm hoping, then I think that'd be really cool if they did if they released a villain weapon, because I think that would be really great for collectors, because they can release a big memorial sword of the Gaisoken. So maybe if Hasbro released a giant void, they could call it the Void Knight Saber or Dino Void Saber, and then that could be released as another kind of saber.
if you go back and watch the episode, pause it in certain places, it is a repainted Dino Fury Saber.
Yeah, because
So,
it's still it's
if
literally
they,
all it is. All
they
the
will
red,
bring it out.
purple, and all of this is still it's all silver and purple. So like all the top is silver, and all I think the bottom of the mouth is purple. So it's like this swap. They change the colours, and that's it. So I think
I
they
believe
probably
we can get a picture. Oh look, there it is.
So that's a
There it is.
picture of that's the picture of Void Knight's sword from the episode, and it is really cool. And also, I think it'd be really cool if we had a villain weapon, because I don't think we've ever had a villain weapon released for 4, have we? No. So this
No.
could be a first for Hasbro to give
With
us.
exceptions to the Dragon Dagger, but that does not count.
Well, yeah, but obviously in this
Doesn't
case,
count.
yeah. But I think in this case it'd be brilliant to do it so it had
That's ooh,
What?
that'd be good.
What's that?
Make history.
Go on,
Like I
then.
said,
Make history.
well, yeah, by
Rate
releasing
of Repulsor,
Void Knight
bring
sword.
out any balanced weapons like Rate of Repulsor's.
Rita Repulsa's staff, Lord Zed stuff. Well, yeah, maybe we can talk that in a future video, but for this one, so yeah, I think the Void Knight
Ooh,
sword would be a good thing to release. So they could do ChromaFury Saber first with its own little key that would go with it, but also it can read all the keys from the other toys, because obviously Hasbro have to remember it's the sword that activates the armor power. So if you want the kids to really get into the role play side of things, you want to be able to have the Dino Fury Saber read the key, and then whatever, if it's an armor key, then obviously it reads it as an armor key, and it will read it like, I don't know, like gravity armor, steel armor, like strength armor, shield armor, speed armor, and then it would power it up, and they could pretend they're getting that armor power on. Because I know if I was a kid, even though I'm a big kid, I know I would be wanting something like that, because that would be amazing. It really gets the child's imagination going if they really feel like they're getting that armor power up. So yeah, I
Depends
think
what happens in the show, really, doesn't it? If they've got the
Well-
whole Go-Say voice announcing everything they're powering up.
Oh, Dino. I mean, then again, we haven't seen what the Morpher can do yet. So it's like we only seen the Rangers
we
put the
haven't
key in
seen
the
a
Morpher,
proper
and then we haven't had a proper it's morphing time yet. But
Or the Megazord.
hopefully, but in episode 2, which is on this Saturday, that would be amazing. So right, I think we've nearly wrapped this up. So I think, as a final note, I think we should say one toy that we like so far and one toy we hope to see. Okay, so Peter, why don't you kick us off? What kind of Power Rangers Dino Fury toy have you liked out of the 4 that's been announced so far? So the basic figures, the Battle Attackers, the Morpher, and the Megazords. And what Power Rangers Dino Fury toy do you hope to see in the future this year?
Well, ones I like so far, if we're talking exclusively Dino Fury, because everyone knows by now I'm a bit biased,
Yeah, Dino Fury.
I would have to go with the 6-inch line, and that's because, bit of a broken record, they're in scale with the Lightning Collection. I know, I'm boring. But yes,
cool.
a
So
boom tower to go, or even the 2 figures you've shown just there, any of those figures to go with any potential Lightning Collection Dino Fury releases would be awesome, because as you all know, I'm into me animation. You know, more characters means more options I can animate when I finally get round to finishing Project 1 and then moving on to 2, 3, 4, 5, all that.
We're keeping that as a surprise, that one. Okay, so what about a Power Ranger toy that you hope to Power Rangers Dino Fury toy you hope to see this year?
Again, Lightning Collection, I would like to see at least one, more than likely the Red Ranger, in some capacity before the end of 2021 would be a realistic time frame. Either a regular release or some sort of store exclusive. But yeah, I think it wouldn't be unreasonable for us to get a Lightning Collection figure at least announced before the end of 2021.
A Dino Fury Red Ranger Lightning Collection figure. Yeah,
one of these lovely 2-packs that they're giving us, the Versus pack. Give us the Red and Void Knight. That's a good launch right there.
Okay, Gary. What about you? What do you hope? What Power Ranger Dino Fury toy do you love so far? And what Power Ranger Dino Fury toy do you hope to see?
Actually, I've got two that I really like of the looks of the Morpher and the Battle Attackers.
What is it you like about those two?
They're really so accurate. They're very well detailed in how Hasbro have structured them, not like in the past.
Mm.
And it's the size of the Battle Attackers I can't believe. They're massive. Chunky and massive.
7 inch is a really decent size for the figures, so they're really cool.
Very.
Yeah.
Something I'm looking forward to again. I'd quite like to see the communicator.
Oh, that would be a fantastic idea to have a toy communicator, and then you press it and have all different sounds, like have Mick say to you.
I am with Peter. Lightning Collection. I'd quite like to see a Lightning Collection.
Yeah.
I would like to see the GoldKingRanger make an appearance.
GoldKingRanger basic figure to go with the others.
Yeah, of course, basic figure, but a Lightning Collection for me because I am an adult. I do like the Lightning Collections.
We like articulation and detail.
Yeah, we do. Okay, me. I think for me, I mean, my favorite toy, I love the Megazord system. I love the new Zord Link system. The Zords look incredible. And I also love, to be honest, I love all the toys so far. I love the Dino Fury Morpher. I love the Battle Attackers because it's something brand new. I love the basic figures. I mean, the only thing I'm disappointed about is no ChromaFury Saber for those figures. That is the one thing that annoys me. I'm hoping that when they do the Dino Armor stuff, that they will include the Dino Fury Saber and then and the weapon that goes with the armor. So then we can still have the Dino ChromaFury Sabers. Because so far, the only ChromaFury Sabers we got was obviously with the Battle Attackers.
Hasbro have a thing about moving weapons around with their figures, don't they?
Yeah, and I think. And I think when it comes to doing what I hope to see, again, it's got to be the ChromaFury Saber, and I think a Void Knight sword would be really cool as well. I also hope they'll do the Flame Dimetrazord as a toy because I would love that. I mean, we've seen that Megazord combination of the T-Rex Champion Zord and I'm going to call it the Dimetro Flame Zord combination in the opening title sequence. But you have to pause it to see it, and it's really awesome. And I definitely hope they'll do those sort of things, but definitely Lightning Collection, Dino Fury, Green Ranger, that would be awesome. Or Lightning Collection, Void Knight. I would love to see that. Or like Peter said, Versus Pack. That would be incredible. Okay, so thank you so much, Ranger Nation, for watching. We'd just like to say thank you for watching. As always, please to like the video, share the video, comment below. And we have got 2 questions for you guys in this video. So, question 1: what is your favorite Dino Fury toy so far? Is it the 6-inch basic action figure line? Is it the Dino Fury Morpher? Is it the Battle Attackers? Or is it the upcoming Dino Fury Zords? The red, blue, black, pink, and green Zords. And your second question is, what Power Rangers Dino Fury toy do you hope to see? Maybe was it one of the ones we talked about in the video? Or is there a Power Ranger Dino Fury that we haven't talked about that you thought of that you would like to see come out? So comment below. And of course, after 3 boys, a 1, 2, 3, go, subscribe! Because we've got many more videos coming out from the Ranger Chamber channel, and especially a lot more since the release of Power Rangers Dino Fury. And I know a lot of you UK fans have been asking us when Power Rangers Dino Fury UK toys will come out in the UK and when the series will come out. Please stay tuned to Ranger Chamber as we bring you all the latest Power Rangers news. And don't forget to tune in every Sunday for News from the Grid with us 3 incredible Ranger fans of the UK, because we're here to only bring the Power Rangers content and news to you. Okay,
Ranger Nation, we need you.
Thank you. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, Ranger Nation. We love you all from the bottom of our Ranger hearts. We love you all so much. So it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Gary and from Peter. Say bye, you guys. Bye.
Bye, Ranger Nation.
Bye, you guys.
So thank you for watching. May the power protect you. Have a Dino Furious-tastic day. And myself and the Ranger team, Ranger Chamber team will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.